Living downtown has become very popular over these last several years, and it's almost like we've come full circle. Back in the 30s and 40s, everybody lived downtown. But starting in the 50s and 60s, we began to see migration out of the urban core into the suburbs. And over the course of the last 10 or 20 years, we've seen that migration reverse as more and more people move into the downtown area. Now, this migration into the urban core has somewhat slowed during this pandemic, and some people predict that we may see more long-term effects where more and more people are going to be interested in suburban living. But you have to admit, living downtown in a city like Austin is attractive. Stick around for this video, and I'll go over some of the pros and cons of condo living in Austin, Texas. This graph is at a national level, but clearly shows an uptick in condo purchases this year. According to the National Association of Realtors, it is roughly $59,000 less than the median price of a single-family detached home. This could make a condo a great option for first-time home buyers, those with limited down payment savings, or those looking to save money by downsizing. Now, the con to this is all of this might be true at a national level, but if you're thinking about buying a condo downtown Austin, you are not going to be anywhere close to entry-level home pricing. There has been a surge in condo development in downtown Austin over the last 10 years or so, and most of what is being built falls into the luxury category. This is Rainey Street, where you have the impressive 70 Rainey Street and 40 West Avenue, which is not yet complete. Just behind that 40 West building is the Milagro, which was built in 2005. Now, the prices in those units in those newer buildings can get over $1 million quickly. But units in an older building, like the Milagro, you can get into a one-bedroom unit around $500,000. Now, the second pro to condo living is all of the amenities. Your condo community is probably going to have a pool, and you could also have dog parks, a rentable clubhouse, and grilling areas for events. Now, if you like socializing and doing things with your neighbors, your condo is usually going to offer a lot of opportunities for things like that. And most condos are also going to have gyms and on-site security teams. Now, the con to all this is those amenities are going to be shared with all of your neighbors. With the lockdowns and the work from homes we experienced during this pandemic, this was very much highlighted. In fact, a lot of buildings still have mandatory mask policies to protect the health and welfare of all of the residents. Now, one of the biggest pros of living downtown is you are literally in the middle of everything. From the UT campus and Longhorn football to South by Southwest and all the other events in Austin, you literally just walk out your front door and you're in the middle of it all. Now, the con of this, of course, is you're also right in the middle of all the crowds that come with those events. If your unit is higher up, you might not be impacted by the noise, but when 50,000 people descend upon Central Austin, it will have an impact on your day-to-day activities. Similar to these big events, if you live downtown, you will also be within walking distance of all the hip and trendy bars, restaurants, and entertainment venues. But that could be both good news and bad news. The good news, of course, everything is close. But the bad news is everybody else wants to go there too. And those crowds get bigger on the weekends and the holidays. Now, my personal favorite pro about living in a condo in downtown Austin is there is no maintenance or yard work. Yes, you do have to keep your individual unit clean and maintained. But I'm talking about all those common areas that are maintained, periodically updated, and are always kept looking picture perfect. The con is you might not have to do the work, but you do pay for it with your HOA dues. This is the Independent, which is one of the newer upscale condos downtown Austin. It's about 2 blocks north of Cesar Chavez on West Avenue. HOA fees in a building like this can be over $1,000 a month. And when you add that together with your property taxes, you could be looking at several $1,000s every month, whether you have a mortgage or not. Now, if you like this video, you ought to check out the one I did in the Austin housing market. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell. All of my contact information is in the video description, so don't be shy. Let's make your real estate dreams come true.